No matter what you do, you can never make a miserable person happy. You cannot change their mind. You cannot show them the way to just be positive, because no matter what you do, all they see is what they see. Their reality is what's going on in their present time. You have to realize that anything that you try to do, in the way you think, in the way what you believe in, 9 times out of 10, it don't even matter the people who's the closest to you. It don't even matter if it's your siblings. They're not gonna see what you see until they realize and understand until they go through it and they realize that, you know what, life is too short. There's better things to do than just focus on negativity, if that makes sense. Before I get into the video, let me introduce myself. This is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend, and I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Yes, let's talk about it, family. No matter what you do, we always have that person around, and when they hit you up, they can have 1,000,000, 200,000, 5 people that they're talking to. They'll sit there and give that other person advice. You will not hear them you will not hear not one time that they're complaining to that person about anything that they got going on. But when they come around you, the person that's energetic, that's positive, and that's just looking for the next day because you have a purpose, they want to come around you and say, "Oh, my back hurt." Okay. Oh, why don't you just go do this? It's always gonna hurt. Oh, this person says such and such. I can't believe it. I can't believe what this person. But when you hear their conversation, and 9 times out of 10 is always, and it will always be, the people that are closest to you or someone that you're cool with, you'll hear them have a conversation with someone, and a lot of times too, yo, they're taking it into their energy, right? Or if not, they're just giving them the positive vibes, and they're giving all those good, for some reason, giving them advice, right? It's always those same people always giving somebody advice, but they need the advice, right? But where I'm going with this is this: when you get around people that's like that, you're gonna have to automatically just cut them off. I got to the point where you just have to cut people off. You're gonna have to cut the conversation. You're gonna come off as the villain. I'm gonna flat out and just say this like that. You're gonna come off as the villain. Because no matter what you do, you cannot make anyone happy. And we live in a time now where this generation, people are just a narcissist. People are just a narcissist. And it's like the minute that you call them out and doing something, the minute that you telling them what they need to work on, and it's as if like you're supposed to just sit there and just let them be this way. And they want to take your time, your energy, they want to eat up your good vibes. And it's like you ask yourself this question: what did I do for these people to come around me to be this way? Don't worry, I'll answer that for you. When your energy is high and you have a purpose and you're focused on it, a lot of people, they see that you're greatness. They see that, hey, you're patient. They see that, okay, wow, and they'll say to you too, wow, you're an angel. That's good advice. Oh my gosh, without you, I wouldn't be able to know what to do. And then here they go. Keep doing over and over and over and over and over. Let me keep going. Over and over and over and over. Don't worry, I got it. Over. And the minute that you call them out, and the minute you just try to shut it down, here they go trying to bring you down. Here they go to try to call you and tell you about yourself. Well, excuse me. After the million times that you just came up to me to try to take my energy and trying to take my good vibes, you're gonna call me out for telling you that I don't need that negative energy around me? And this is one of the reasons why I'm a big believer in cutting people off. For those of you that are afraid to be by yourself, and you see that you're a good person and you're doing the best that you can to make sure that you're being a good person, right? It's gonna get to the point where you're gonna have to just be by yourself. Me personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got people gonna go through people gonna go through what they go through. Don't get me wrong. We all do, even me. You know what I mean? I've had situations where I had a problem and I have at least one or two people to reach out to and just have a conversation with. But it's getting to the point now where you feel like you're pouring out to someone and you're being positive, you'll have at least one bad day. At least one bad day you need someone to talk to. Maybe this person you want to vent to and maybe they hear you out. They ain't gonna hear you out. Guess what? That miserable person, they'll flip it out on you and make it look like that you're the one that always have problems, even if it's just that one time. This is why you have to keep things to yourself. Keep things to yourself. Most people in this world know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. When they're this is another one too, and I'm sure some of you can agree. It comes that one time where they just hit you up and just vent, talk about what this person did to me, what that person did to me, and guess what they say? Oh, my bad, I'm sorry, man, I just took up all your time and this, that, and the third. And the minute you say, oh, it's all right, man, we all have problems, or it's okay, man. That light open their head. That means he's the person or she's the person I can hit up and tell my problems to. For every problem that you have, for every person that have, we all have a solution. I'm a big believer in having a solution, because if you sit there and always come and have problems and just talk about the same thing, it means that you really like having problems. You don't try to better yourself. Right? Don't get me wrong, we all come across certain things, we all come across certain things in our lives that we can overcome. They may have to happen 1 or 2, 3 times, right? But we learn from them. But when there's a certain situation where, when there is a person that you know that consistently get into one problem after a problem after a problem, and guess what they say? It's never them. It's not me. It's not me. It was them. Those are the ones that are the biggest. Those are the ones that you have to be careful from. Yes, I said it. Those are the ones you must be careful from, because in life, one thing that I did learn about life, accountability. When you learn to take accountability and you see, okay, you know what, it happened because I let it happen, or I'm around these people and I know that, okay, you know what, these people wasn't good for me, and I still continue to be around them because for some one reason, okay, maybe we were trauma bonding, maybe we were, I just like their energy, it was just funny, they were just a little toxic and we were just joking, but these people weren't good for you. These people wasn't supposed to be in your life. It was just for the moment, and you stretched it out because you thought that they can change. Accountability. And that's what happens where most people, especially in these times, they don't want to accept accountability. They don't want to accept that, hey, you know what, okay, it's my fault that I let this happen. It's my fault that, I continue to talk to them and I know that they wasn't good for me. It was my fault because, I did engage into the conversation and I probably was, or I won't say probably, I was a little aggressive, right? How easy is that? Now, I'm not saying that you're a bad person, but we all have situations where, we must take accountability. It was my fault that, I let them talk to me that way. It was my fault that, I started the conversation and it ended up a little rough. Maybe I should just avoid that person. Accountability. And that's the problem. Most people are not willing to take accountability for anything or any actions that happened to them or what they did to them. And that's why most people in this life, right now, in this generation, are miserable. Think about it. I ain't gonna hold you too long, right? We have social media. We have access to eat food. We have access to even talk to people in social media that we don't even know. We could build a communication through Facebook, you know what I mean? Instagram. TikTok, which is my favorite. I got TikTok. For those of you who want to follow me, it's in the bio, in the description below. Yo, and it's a little personal business, like with how I move and everything. It's not something I'm talking about this, but like, let's be real. And then you got communities that you could talk to, and you got things that you could look at, and positive things you can look at. But no. These same people will rather connect to the same people that they seen 20, 30, 50 years ago, 5 years ago. And you could meet somebody last week, and then get into a relationship, and then this is the fifth relationship they've been in, and it's a toxic one. What is it they have in common? The same relationship. Same thing. It's them. But where I'm going with this is this. We live at a time now where I'm not saying that hard times should not happen, but you question yourself. How are these people so miserable, and they find the time to come to you with problems and take up your time and energy, but they got all these people in the world that they're connected to, and they don't even reach out to them, but they want to come to you? Let that sink in, right? Let it sink in. But like I said, leave miserable people alone. You can't change their mindset. You can't, I just broke it down to you because I'm going to be real with you. I've grown up in a time where I seen things from all type of people, ethnicities, ghetto, suburbs. And one thing they do all have in common, no matter where you go, they're going to be miserable people. All right. Like I said, cut miserable people off. All right. Don't let them take your energy. All right. But if you like this video, I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe to your best friend, your new best friend. Also, in the description below, comment pinned to the top. Keep up with the latest luxury styles and trends at gorgeous271.com. All right. Again, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.